I am from Nigeria, in Africa. We have terrorism.
Nigeria has more geniuses coming out of Nigeria, and they're working in the United States, they're working in Germany, they're working in England. And have they all left? Because they've left this idiot behind. I don't mean talk like a, forgive me, Mr. President, but you're an idiot. They left him behind to run the country, and he's around begging. Top students, some of the geniuses that have been tested, they have won the top awards for geniuses, come out of Nigeria. And Nigeria needs to go around begging. They need the president to go around with an offering plate to try to get something from France, to stoop down to France.
France has been in all these Francophone African countries, West Africa, for 66 years, and they've been kicked out. They've been kicked out of recently Chad, Senegal, Mali, Niger, Burkina Faso. Five of your neighbors kicked the colonial master, and all of a sudden you are hugging that person. Only Nigeria can help itself by liberating itself from these colonial forces that are doing nothing but stirring trouble in the Sahel. Hence, we should open our eyes. We in the North will vigorously resist any attempt by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's government to allow foreign military bases on our soil. End of story. I don't know how else to say it.
And so what does he think he's gonna get from France that he's running over there? Grandson, let me tell you something. I just listened to your president. I don't mean to talk about Nigeria. You know I like Nigeria. I had a good time in Nigeria. But I'm telling you something, your president is going around to Brazil, of all places. He's begging them for food. I'm gonna play some of his videos so you can see what I'm talking about. Then now, today, that man is in France talking to Macron and begging Macron and telling him how nice it is that he invited him to his house and everything. What's this all about? He's begging people. He's going around these countries and telling them how wonderful it is that they can work together and how they can, in France, can improve the situation in Nigeria. Now, you know, I get excited about this. Now, the thing of it is that what I've been reading and looking at and researching it, Nigeria has more geniuses coming out of Nigeria, and they're working in the United States, they're working in Germany, they're working in England. And have they all left? Because they've left this idiot behind. I don't mean talk like a, forgive me, Mr. President, but you're an idiot. They left him behind to run the country, and he's around begging. Top students, some of the geniuses that have been tested, they have won the top awards for geniuses, come out of Nigeria. And Nigeria needs to go around begging. They need the president to go around with an offering plate to try to get something from France, to stoop down to France. When your country, France, the neighbors of France, Niger, was rated as one of the poorest countries in the world. And they've been run under neo-colonialism by France. And so what does he think he's gonna get from France that he's running over there? That's what's wrong with us. That is what's wrong with us. You know, instead of us sticking on our side, then we stick on the other person's side. You know, they said that he was working with the CIA. I didn't believe it, but I don't know. But your economy, it does suck. But it doesn't have to. You got a man there, billionaire, Dangote, whatever, and he's billionaire with oil. They can run, and I'm there in trucks lined up for oil. And this turkey is running around the world begging for money. Saudi Arabia don't have nothing but oil. And they don't have nothing but oil. Nigeria has oil plus everything. And we're running around kiss-facing, When are we going to get off the floor? When are we going to get off the floor begging on our knees, begging and asking these people that are getting rich off of us to help me? Oh, Master, help me, sir. When are we going to do it? What year, what day, what time? But I'm going to tell you something. They come out, he's a Yoruba, he's an Igbo. I don't hear that Igbo, Yoruba stuff. The reason why they do that is so they can keep Nigeria in the position that they're in. We're running around pointing fingers at each other. What it needs to be done, wherever tribe he come from. In fact, it's not about the tribe. The fact that he's a black man, the president of the country, running around begging these white folks for help is an embarrassment to me. And it should be an embarrassment to you. It should be an embarrassment to all of us. We should get tired. We're tired. Tired of it. That our presidents have been ruled and reigned. And whenever a president tries to do something for a country, then they want to kill him. Then they talk about terrorism and gangsters and all this kind of stuff. Our biggest terrorist is Macron. He's a terrorist. Our biggest terrorists is Belgium, England, United States, Germany. Those are the terrorists that have screwed us in more ways than one. You gonna tell me about Al-Qaeda and ISIS and all these people? They come in, these are temporary people. They haven't been doing it for long, but these suckers have been doing it for life, and we still begging them.
And we owe it a responsibility by all of us to put together a food security program for private sector investors to come in, invest. We de-risk the fears that they may have. We've been working on stabilizing the security system in Nigeria, and we are getting closer and closer. We are doing better now in the area of security. I can assure all the investors here that Nigeria is open for business. And I thank you for your collaboration.
He's the top beggar. Now, I don't mean to talk about him, but he's a top beggar, and I am tired of it. Get off your knees, Tinubu. Get off your doggone knees. Get off your knees and stop begging him. And you need to take some lessons in speech, because you can't even spit it out to talk right. One of the things about black people, they can talk. They can say something to express, and he acts like he's lost for words. He's so in tune with them people until he's lost for words. Did you see him? He's lost for words. He can't hardly talk. He can't hardly talk. And I'm sorry, but we're so busy running out of the country into another country that we leaving this in the country that we love, Nigeria. We leaving that in the country that's incompetent and can't take care of nothing, has been selected by the United States or other people. He got a record. He got a record. He got a record that they took, the United States of America confiscated $460,000 out of his account because of suspicion around drugs. It is suspicion. And now he's around with an offering plate running and representing Nigeria. You all ought to be ashamed of it. I'm ashamed of it. I'm ashamed of it. I am ashamed of it. Now we got a president running around. Master, can you help us? Please, Master, if you can just put it in your mind to help us. Now, when we stoop and go to that little country of Brazil that enslaved thousands and thousands of Africans. In fact, Brazil has the largest population of Africans outside of Africa in any country. And they're struggling. Those Africans in Brazil are struggling. He ain't helping them. Why in the devil do you think he's going to help us?
Let me, at the onset, express gratitude to the government of Brazil I am from Nigeria, in Africa. We have terrorism challenges, insecurity challenges that are preventing farmers to even go to their farm. Flooding, destroying crops. And we have problem of protectionism. We have problems. It is very important to make it clear and louder here. We have problem of out of school children. We have problem of funding free education or giving our children 1 meal a day in a classroom to even make them pay attention to school. Africa has that problem. Nigeria have over 250 million souls. The fight against hunger and poverty is not a matter of choice, but a matter of priority for me.
That you're going to get something. They're going to come in and invest in your country. If we get all those people that went to the United States to come back and invest, we won't need Macron and none of them other people. If we put our oil to work and what we have to work and put it together, an example of Burkina Faso or those other countries that we're fighting, that we're coming against, can you imagine that we're uniting with the very people that tried to destroy Burkina Faso and all those countries because they pulled away, trying to destroy, we're going around kissing their you know what and begging. When are we going to wake up, grandson?
Grandma, just one question.
I'm mad. I mean,
I know you're mad, but I just have one question. So what will be your advice to those who are still living in the diaspora? And what will be your advice to those living in Nigeria?
My advice to those living in Nigeria and my advice to living in the diaspora, they get up tomorrow morning and say, I am tired. We're not putting up with this. We're going to take our country back. We're going to get rid of those people that we need to get rid of. And I don't give a damn if the United States come in with bombs and ammunition and whatever. But we're not going to live like this anymore. We're not going to live under these circumstances anymore. We are fed up with it. We are fed up with leaders that bow down and leave us helpless. The people in the diaspora need to stop turning their head, just sending a few change home and then building houses and then deciding that they're going to come back to Nigeria when they get buried or coming back for a wedding or something, whatever. That is so much better. Do you know what would happen? Do you know what's his name? Davido? Yeah. Do you know how rich he would be if people in Nigeria and Africa were making money? If we put this together, if China did what they did, we could do triple in less time. But no, we're around begging people for something we already had. And then those people that are trying to do something, we're going to come against them. Even talk about going to war with them, fighting for them people. Fighting each other. We are fighting each other for those people. Do you know? Hey. Why? How come? I want you to give me an explanation, grandson. I want somebody listening to this video, give me an explanation. Make it all right. Tell me why. Tell me why the most intelligent people in the world are suck-facing, bootlicking, buck dancing. For some people that have stolen, it wasn't because of us. For us, they would still be living in caves. They would be broke. They didn't even know how to take a bath. They came out of those hills of Europe and infected everybody with diseases and things. And we're begging them. We were living in castles. We actually built civilization, and we're running around begging them to help me, please. Will you please help me? I don't mean to be excited. I hope you two put it on. But I don't mean to be excited, but I can't help myself. I'm telling you, you got any problem with my video? Hey, you let me know. You talk to me. Make me feel good about this whole thing. I want you to make me feel good. I want you to make me feel good for the fact that 2 years ago, the Naira was worth, for $1, it was about 400 Naira to $1. Now today, it is 1,720 Naira to $1. I went to Nigeria and I wanted $100, and you multiply 1,000 times 1,720. That's how I had to get a plastic bag to put the money in, and it's not worth nothing. And they got oil trucks lined up trying to get to export it. And people stand in line trying to get gas. You tell me that I'm crazy. You tell me that I'm old and wrong. You right, I am old. But I'm sure in the hell not wrong. So I'm going to stop for right now because I am really hot. But this is Jeanette. And you know the deal. If you like it, let me know something. If you don't like it, let me know that too. If you don't think I'm right, let me know that. Share it with somebody because I know somebody else need to hear it. And come join me sometime. Woo-hoo. Lots of love. See you later. Hey, this is Janetta, and you're watching Africa Speak.